Palmetto has been coming out with absolute heat recently with the PSA Dagger, the Dagger Compact, the Saber line, which we found out is pretty good, all except for some quirks. And this is no exception. Their latest offering ever is the PSA Jackl. And the PSA Jackl is essentially the ACR that we can afford, the ACR that we have at home, the SCAR 16 that we can afford, the SCAR 16 that we have at home. And if any of you are super poor and can't afford to buy a SCAR 16, a CZ Bren, or an ACR, then this is probably something that you're curious about and you want to look into. So look no further, because today we are talking about the PSA Jackl. This is the 13.7-inch PSA Jackl with the cool boy stock that makes it look like the ACR, obviously, because that's cool. Their Saber, if you guys saw that video, I have forgiven you, PSA, for not sending me a new dust cover because this one won't stay closed, and you did say you were going to send me one and then you didn't send me one. So I've totally forgiven them for that. I've swapped out the muzzle device on this, and our general synopsis was that for $1,000, this is pretty much the best AR you can buy. It's amazing. It works, it's durable, it's plenty good for shooting, it shoots soft, and this is weird, the Jackl weighs almost the same as the Saber does. So,
if you put a light on it.
If you put a light on it. We have a light on the Saber, we have no light on the Jackl, but the Jackl right now weighs pretty much the same as that. So, although it is piston driven now with a quick adjust gas system that's really easy to adjust, non-reciprocating charging handle, obviously it's side charging, it doesn't have rear charging. It's so cool. It just looks so cool. And then it shoots soft, and you can shoot it with the stock folded. It's piston driven, so that's important for the sake of keeping your gun clean, basically. I say that's the biggest benefit.
Yeah.
It's pretty much the biggest benefit of...
I mean, another good benefit I think we should point out is that it comes on a Palmetto mil-spec lower, so a lot of you already have one of those, and you can just go buy the upper and the little lower conversion thing that they do, and then you can just literally have one at home.
You can have a Jackl at home. And yeah, the upper is going to cost you like $830 or something like that. It's around that area.
But so I mean, AR uppers cost that much too. So.
Yeah, if you already have the lower, if you have an extra AR lower sitting at home, sitting around, then it's definitely worth being able to buy those parts and put together a piston-driven ACR. And yeah, this thing's awesome. We shot it a bunch. There's here's some footage of us shooting it. I guess we can give you guys like a little zoomer boomer compilation of us shooting it real fast. Then we'll get a little more into it. Okay, so as we mentioned, this is a piston-driven upper receiver with a side charging option. This handle can be switched to the other side for all you left-handed people. I'm left-handed, but I shoot like a righty because it's pretty much the only way to shoot if you want to enjoy shooting firearms. So I've learned to shoot right-handed. It comes with a regular standard, it seems, mil-spec lower from Palmetto, but it says Jackl on it if you buy the Jackl version, and then it has the cool little
face on it.
Jackl face on it, which is cool, very cool. Regular safety selector, mil-spec trigger. It's Palmetto's like enhanced mil-spec trigger, but to be honest, it feels like bad. It just feels the same.
Normal mil-spec.
Every other mil-spec.
Enhanced from Palmetto still does mean normal.
Yeah, it's normal. It's not
like an ALG or whatever the actual upgraded mil-spec one is.
Yeah, one of the first things I did when I got this was I paint marked every single one of these little screws on the sides.
It does have a lot of those.
I was pretty curious. It's got a lot of those, and the ACR has a tendency for the screws to fall out. And so just to make sure that that wouldn't happen, we've had some hand-tight things come in from Palmetto in the past to our shop. So I figured, why not check their QC, check their quality? So I paint marked all of these, and they haven't even began to back out yet.
Yeah, they're staying in place.
We put probably 500 rounds through it last weekend. We'll probably put another 500 rounds through it today before we actually close out and give some closing thoughts. This thing's fantastic. I think it's soft shooting. It's fantastic to shoot with. It makes you feel cool. It looks cool. It's an absolute vibe machine. In the box, there's a little gift certificate for free vibes. I'm not sure if you guys saw that, but it's really cool.
I don't like this thing, though.
What we put on it is bad, but we'll get into that. So, yeah, this is a fantastic gun. I guess we'll run some drills with it and then kind of bring it back.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are going to run a little different drill than usual here. We've got the 13.7 on this bad boy, and by on this bad boy, I mean it's a 13.7-inch barrel. So we're going to do some mid-range followed by some more mid-range. Yeah, we're literally going to shoot from here at that target that's about 50 yards away with the 4X, and then I'm going to sprint up and pretend that that tree right there is cover. I'm going to shoot that target right there with 3 more shots. Again, we'll flip the magnifier away. And then I'm gonna pop out and I'm gonna try to shoot the steel 3 more times again.
This magnifier is proving to be difficult to use.
Yeah, so this is the Juliet 4 that we have on this, and it's definitely worth noting that this thing sucks. So
eye relief is about that far.
it's so bad.
Like
really.
worse than
it's
an
like
ACOG.
not a good system. And I have the 3X on my other rifle.
The Holosun one.
Wherever that is. The other
much better.
Palmetto that's really good. And it's just way better. The eye relief on this is bad. So this guy's gonna go back after this. It's just not even usable. So
Not worth it.
you guys will see that definitely from my target acquisition right here. So again, I'm blind. I can't see. I don't know exactly where that is. I'm gonna turn around from here and then I'm gonna put my shots on target. So I am ready when you are, sir.
All right, shooter ready. Stand by. The shot timer we have on phone. All right, total time 11.1. First shot in a 194.
That's not terrible.
It's not bad.
That felt pretty good. I guess
Look at the thing.
I definitely got alphas on this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. 3 alphas. So 3 alphas on this. 3 hits on that. 3 hits on that first time too. So
That was, yeah, definitely not your third
that
time
felt pretty
running
good.
it.
I'm not gonna lie.
Joe, I found the shot timer. It was in my range bag the whole time.
This is my phone.
Is it? Is that a pager?
Hello?
Anyway.
2001 called.
Oh my God! Anyway, time to do the same drill with the same gun. Doing, yeah, that and the thing.
Doing the same thing.
The same thing.
All right, shooter ready?
Ready.
Stand by.
Ah! Eye relief. Oh, that was bad.
Total time 16.47. First shot in a 3.56. Split of 0.63.
Man, that was like slow and inaccurate.
And 1 alpha, 2 Charlies.
Yeah, and 2 misses, 1 on each string of 3, I think.
2 mics.
So
4 hits.
like
Yeah.
bad all around, actually.
Yeah, but this was a cold drill.
True.
So yeah,
True.
that was good. I like that. Hello? No, put it back up.
We're gonna run a bill drill just to see how this thing will go. It comes from Palmetto with just a mil-spec, honestly a whole mil-spec lower, so mil-spec trigger in there from Palmetto. And we're just gonna try and burn it down here. And this magnifier sucks and I'm at like reaching distance, so I'm not gonna use it. Anyway.
Shooter ready?
Ready.
Had a first shot time of 0.74, total time of 1.66, split of 0.15.
I had a little freeze there on that second one. I didn't get all the way off the trigger. And I also shot poorly because that's 2 alpha, 4 Charlie. So yeah, shoot better than me, kids, and you'll be better in everything.
Okay, my turn. Bill drill. Let's go.
Shooter ready.
Shooter ready.
Stand by. .186. First shot in 103.
My brain forgot how to pull the trigger there for a second.
Yeah, I was like, normally Joe's burning this down. That was slower than me this time.
Anyway,
Joe's
they're all
going
alphas.
like a little jackrabbit. Anyway, a 6 alpha
you gotta
though,
come
so he's
closer.
fine. Did better than me, actually.
You could just speed up. I'll cut. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 alpha. Pretty good grouping, actually. This gun shoots really soft. And since it is piston driven, it's a little front heavy, which honestly, I feel like aids in recoil recovery. So it's not super balanced. Like there's not a lot of weight on the rear. But it being slightly front heavy means that I can shoot it really well, really fast. So
Unlike me.
yeah, I do like the groupings and I like the way that the recoil impulse is very soft. It's not hard hitting. And we adjusted the gas, obviously,
Apparently we did.
to work for this. Yeah, we did.
Joe did.
Okay, I adjusted the gas. Yeah, so closing thoughts. Before we get into this, guys, Palmetto State Armory did not send us this gun. They actually didn't even like our Saber review and didn't share it on their story, so I'm a little bit salty with them. And they also didn't send me a dust cover for my PSA Saber that they said they were going to send me. So no, they didn't send us this gun, and no, there's no bias thinking Palmetto State Armory is good. they kind of get salty when you say bad things about their guns. So with that being said, a big shout out to our sponsors, you guys who buy our merchandise and
Trevor!
subscribe. Trevor specifically for giving us money pretty much every week. Where were you last week, Trevor?
Yeah.
What
Trevor.
the heck? You weren't here. Anyway, we love you, all of you guys, and also Committee Coffee that you can buy to give us a percentage of your spending. If you use the code DESPOT420, you get a discount. So anyway, let's get into this. This is the deal, guys. We've discovered while shooting this that the handguard gets very, very hot.
Extremely.
Extremely hot.
Blistering
And
even.
It's not like just the front of the handguard that gets hot, because that I would be like, okay, that's fine. The handguard gets hot down to here, like
It's
all the
even
way down.
soaking into the lower itself, like right along in here is getting a little warm.
To the point that I would want to wrap this if I were going to
Put a
use
glove
it for
on.
extended use, which I probably will end up just putting like a hot, what is it called, hot pocket?
The Lunar Concepts / Wiseman Company Hot Pocket
Yeah,
would look very nice on there.
I'll probably throw a hot pocket on it because it gets very uncomfortably hot. Like to
Also
the point
not
where it's
sponsored
like
by them.
he put on a glove to start shooting some of the B-roll
Yeah.
because it was so warm. It's definitely not perfect. Like the ACR, they get warm, but it's all polymer, so it cools down pretty fast. That's the easiest way to say it. The SCAR, I don't think has this same problem. I've never had a gun get this hot.
It's bad.
It's pretty bad. I think that just comes from the fact that it is one solid chunk of aluminum here, and then this guy here, which they are making new, what is this?
Handguard?
New handguards for it. I don't know why I forgot what this is called, but they are making new handguards for it. Maybe they'll have better cooling. I know a lot of them have more slits than this. It just seems like this is a lot of material to just kind of absorb.
It's kind of thick
kind
too.
of thick. So this is probably just an oversight
Thick
on
with
them.
3 Cs.
And then these like cuts on the top here, they don't do anything. These
Supposed
are
to
way
vent
too
heat,
small.
but it doesn't really
way
do that.
too small to actually vent heat. If you look at the ones on like the 6 Spear or anything like that, they're twice as large. So aside from that though, it shoots like a dream. The gun is really fan-freaking-tastic.
Yeah, that's the only gripe.
The only gripe is, like I said, it gets really, really hot. So I don't know if they're going to fix that in round 2. But aside from that, it shoots so well.
Yeah.
God, it's such a good gun. I actually want another one. That's how much I like this.
Yeah.
And we live in a banned state where we can't actually buy guns anymore. So this is not here, not in this banned state. You can't get them. Yeah. Aside from that, guys, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I think it's really cool that you just put it on a mil-spec lower, especially you have one that's got all the Gucci parts on it that you really like. You just buy the little conversion thingy and you get whatever stock you want to work with it. Probably that one because it looks cool.
This one looks cool, and it's very functional.
And then
there's
you
a
just-
lot of adjustment points on this.
Plop
Very
your lower
comfy.
on there, or
This
your
little
upper
bad
on
boy
there.
goes up and down, so that's pretty neat. I just have it up because I don't know why anyone would have it down. But yeah, it's really nice. The only other thing I guess is I'm gonna change out the trigger on this because I don't like the mil-spec trigger, but it just takes standard AR triggers. So
Yeah, whatever
that's
one
an
you want.
Easy enough swap, and for $1,300, buy 2 because you can get 2 or 3 of these before you can get a SCAR or an ACR. So yeah, that's it, guys. Thanks so much for watching, and as always,
You're watching Disney Channel.
I forgot how to do the little logo thing, so.
That's not what I drew at all.
Move my body back and forth.